According to what President Museveni said about Indian Ocean, it really affects Uganda's economy when everything have to be taxed. You see, like when Uganda is a landlocked country, and everything, crude oil and any imports that have to come to Uganda, they need to pass through Kenya or Tanzania because we are in East African countries. So Museveni to come out and claim the Indian Ocean, it's because we are having a heavy tax. We are being taxed because everything to pass in Kenya we need to pay tax, then when to enter Uganda we need to pay tax. So all these people who are shopping things from abroad, they are facing that kind of thing, and using a plane, it is also becoming so complicated because there is a certain amount and which you need to pay for both tax and everything. So I think it is a very good idea if at all someone comes and say we should share Indian Ocean, not to fight but to share. The story of President Museveni interprets itself that if you have two floor houses, it does not mean that those people who are in or who are down are the one that are supposed to be only sharing that. No, we all have to share the compound. As an East African community, there is another thing that we are facing in East African. It is the issue of passport. Going to Tanzania, you need a passport. Maybe Kenya is okay. And going to Rwanda, you need a passport. If you don't have a passport, that means you have to pay 5K. So if we are East African communities, the question is, why do we have to pay such a money, or why do we need to get? I think all the countries' president, Mami Samia Suluhu of Tanzania and President Ruto of Kenya and President Museveni of Uganda, plus the President of Rwanda and Burundi, they should sit down and check and say what we should do. Maybe if we have the national ID that can gives us, then why do we have to be why do they have to say that your visa is expired or you have been given 1 month of staying in a country? When we have a community, it means it is a community. All of us, we have to stay in the same thing. And another thing of issue, I think Kenya should sit down and solve this issue of coastal. I know we have an international laws of borders, but they should sit down and check to see, because in Uganda we are facing a lot of problems. Things are coming to be so expensive due to the taxes they are putting on. You find the trouser is on 20,000, which would have been at least on 15,000 or 10,000, and we have a smaller community growth. When we have some amount, it means we are going to be exchanging goods so easily, and everything will be so fine. So I think they should sit down. I don't know what you think. Yeah, I think we should sit down with Kenya and Tanzania, then we see how we should do. If we are in an East African community, surely, then we have to be in the same thing using the different systems.